Hello and welcome out to a little bit of a different video here on the channel. About a year ago, maybe more than a year ago, I don't know, I had the Play Asia unboxing of the PS4 and Vita version of Twin Breaker, Sacred Symbols Adventure. This time I have finally arriving the PS4 and Vita versions of Habroxia 2, also from Lily Mo Games and Colin Last Stand, all that stuff. So I did the video on Twin Breaker, so I thought I'd just, do one on this as well. So I've not opened the box yet. You can see I'm just finally breaking the tape on them. A little bit different camera view than I'm used to. Maybe I might have to experiment like this camera view for more card videos in the future. And of course now I will try and make a little bit of a incision without breaking the entire box and cutting into everything. Well, not the best, but elbow grease it is. Alright. So here's our two games, nicely packaged. I do already have the digital versions of Habroxia 2, but one thing that's kind of nice about this, as a trophy connoisseur as myself, these have separate trophy lists, so you better believe I'm going to be plopping these into my PS4 and Vita yet again, and getting more trophies. Did the same thing with Sacred Symbols, and I think with this Habroxia 2, and same thing with Twin Breaker, these were only on the Play Asia store, but then in addition to that, you had to pre-order these. So I think they basically made whatever was pre-ordered. So you can't go out on the store and get it right now. Have a little bit of some Play Asia stickers, kind of some things like that, and oh, it's like a thing you put in your face mask. That's pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe take a look at that a little bit later. Move that off to the side, and just how Twin Breaker came in. Have these nice little giant, almost looking team bag looking things for people who watch the card videos as well. So I'll take both of them out of the plastic. Really nice to keep those in there for collectors. If I can get my finger around them without tearing it. Alright, so you can still kind of see it has a lot of the cellophane still on it. Has this little kind of PlayStation Play Asia. It's like a little sticker. It's kind of nice. Both of them have that, as well as the PS4 and Vita versions. Let's start with the Vita. The Vita, we have just seen announced the store is closing down. So this, in addition to not only being one of the final physical Vita games, it's one of the final Vita releases in general. Taking a look at the back of the packaging, Habroxia 2 game, original soundtrack, numbered certificate, printed manual. I believe that's the exact same for the PS4 version. See how that there requires at least 5 gigabytes of memory space, single player. Just breaking it open. So off top, here's the Habroxia 2 official soundtrack. And in addition is the game and certificate. Nothing else in the box. So we'll take out the certificate number. This is number 175. Nice little like embossed on the paper there. Let's take a look at the soundtrack first. I probably won't open the soundtrack for the PS4 version, but I will just do it for the Vita version. You can see on the back, original soundtrack, Hang On, Get Ready. I actually really like the soundtrack. I wasn't too crazy about the soundtrack in like the first Habroxia and Twin Breaker, but I really do like the soundtrack. Definitely worth listening to for Habroxia 2. Just the original soundtrack. If I can get this disc out of there. There's the CD. And a little bit of key art on the back. So that's all in the CD. And let's get to this little guy. We're going to get a physical Vita cartridge, and I want to say probably Twin Breaker was the last physical Vita cartridge I got. Wasn't too big of a physical person on the Vita, especially with PlayStation Plus, that instant game collection. Played a lot of games digitally. Taking a look at the back again. And just like that, there it is. Tiny little game card for Habroxia 2. Put that back in. Be putting that in my Vita tonight after I recharge it up, as it's probably way dead. Kind of going through a little bit of the special weapons here in the little manual. Not too many pages. Oh, it's got a list of all the trophies too. That's nice. And of course, you can't have a manual without the notes page on it, or all those games back in the day. And I noticed a little bit of it. Let's feel like it's a little bit of a reversible cover, maybe. Yep, and I'll just show it just a little bit like that and turn it over. Have nice full art on your manual if you want to turn that inside out. And get that back in there without tearing it to pieces. There we go. So there's the Vita version. I'll move on to the PS4 version. Again, not going to open the soundtrack, just will open the box and show you what the disc looks like. Still liking this camera angle. Again, mentioned it earlier. I stay with it going forward. It's a little bit harder for me to see as I'm like sitting down doing this video on the table, but might be alright. Here's that, the game. I'll pull out the certificate. We are number 76 on the PS4 version. And here is our physical PS4 case. I've not really seen any limited run, kind of, you know, IM8-bit releases for PS5 games yet. Hopefully those come in the future. Would love to get that kind of white border up there instead of just the standby blue we've had since 2013 with the PS4 launch. Habroxia 2. And there we are, there's the disc. Nice reflection. Oh. That in there, and more than likely, same thing as the Vita version, a little bit more with controls. Oh, we have story, pickup, so maybe a tad bit more than the Vita list. Again, our normal notes. And as you can see, the reversible cover is on the PlayStation 4 version as well. But with all of that, that is the physical editions of Habroxia 2. That was from the IM8-bit store. I can't remember, they were maybe 35 a piece, but as a collector of physical media, certainly something I'm excited for. But please let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this. Are you picking up, or did you pick up any copies of this? Hopefully, I still holding out for maybe like a Switch physical release of this and Twin Breaker to be up on the IM8-bit store, but I guess we'll just have to wait for that. Maybe we can pester Colin Moriarty more about that on Twitter. But anyways, like it if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you next time. Bye.